What's up, Crypto Nation? So, I got a little bored and I was trying to figure out the numbers between Bitconnect and Bitpetite and trying to see about the average time which you would be looking at as far as your return on investment based on the number of days. Now, everything is not exact per se as far as the days go, but we all know that Bitconnect, being the great platform that it is, basically gives you about a 1% average every 30 days. Um, it's all subject to the market, but I wanted to try to make a quick calculation of what you could expect when lending. And we all know with the BitConnect, you get an extra 0.10% on any loan that you put up that's over $1,010 up to $5,000. And so I wanted to kind of play with that and see what the return on investment is compared to Bitpetite, which pays out 4.5% during the week and 1% on the weekends. There's a lot of moving numbers, so this is not exact science here, exact calculations, but I wanted to get an about number on what you could expect dealing with both. So, like I said, I was curious and I pulled it up. And I started doing some numbers. So, start off with BitConnect here at the top. And I did a $1,010 loan at 1.1%, right? Which equals out to 0.011 when you multiply it. And that gives you about $11.11. Now I multiplied that because the average days that you have to leave your loan with BitConnect, if you have something over or at $1,010, is 239 days. So I did the calculation, and that leaves you with about $2,655.29, not including the capital back, and your capital is $1,010. All in all, that gives you, at the end of 239 days, about $3,665.29. That's a marginal because we know BitConnect doesn't give you a 1% every day. It's just an average. So I went to Bitpetite and I did sort of the same thing. $1,010 loan times 4.5%. You don't get any additional percentage for the amount that you loan there because of the service. That equals out to about $45.45. Now I took that $45.45 and I multiply it by the average numbers of weeks, and that was about 210 days. Not exact again, but the same number, about the same number of weeks. BitConnect is 239 days. What's the closest number for Bitpetite, how they do their structure their loans? And it's either 210 days or like 252 days. So I wanted to pick the 210 days to give, a closer about number. So if we just did the interest alone for Bitpetite at $45.45 times 210 days, you're looking at about $9,544, including the capital of $1,010. So we can subtract that $1,010 and you're left with about $8,534.50. I was like, that's pretty damn good. So I kind of wanted to narrow it down to a month-to-month basis in a way, or as close to a month-to-month basis as possible. So look, further down, I did BitConnect. I did the same loan, $1,010 times, it should be 1.1%, which equals 0.011. which also equals out to about $11.11. And I wanted to multiply that by 42 days. You come up with a total profit of $466.62 in interest, not including the capital of $1,010, and you get about $1,476.62 at the end of 42 days. So I went with Bitpetite again and did the same loan at 4.5%. Now, granted, on the weekend they changed it to 1%, but just to go with the overall number, I just did 4.5%. That's $45.45 in interest and per day, and that is, I multiply that by 42 days. You're looking at a $1,988.90, including the capital of $1,010. When you less the capital or subtract the capital from that, you're left with $898.90. Now, granted, this is just roughing it. You can get more technical and try to do the 4.5% minus the 1% on the weekends, 2 days a week, and do all that. But I just wanted to go with a general number, and this is what we came up with. At the end of 42 days, you're looking at about $898, close to $900, minus some because of the 1% on the weekends over the amount of weeks. But when you look at Bitconnect, you're looking at $466.62 if it was an average of 1%. Again, we know that it changes because some days we have zero, some days we have fluctuating interest rates, but we're going on average. So I wanted to bet average for average. And Bitconnect is strong, but Bitpetite is stronger. Even if you try to calculate the 1% and do it, it's still going to be well over what Bitconnect offers if we're going on an average of 1% with Bitconnect. I know a lot of people will jump on this and say, well, they're two different platforms. Bitconnect trades Bitcoin. Bitpetite basically launders cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. So the business models are completely different. Therefore, Bitpetite may be able to pay more for a certain amount of time versus what they take out on the weekends to pay themselves. Issue heard. I understand. But a lot of the thinking that I've been doing is trying to figure out which is the most profitable platform to put money into to see the biggest gain. And I have to say, hands down, Bitpetite is the best program to do that. Now, I'm not saying or arguing, well, the business model for Bitconnect is more sustainable, blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying that versus Bitpetite, saying that their model is more sustainable. When it comes down to both of them, as investors, the bottom line at the end of the day is we don't know how sustainable each of them are as far as longevity in the market. But what we can see is that by a number standpoint, Bitpetite offers way more in ROI, or return on investment, versus Bitconnect. So it's safe to say that Bitconnect is probably the safest model because of the years they've been in the game, how long they've been in business, versus Bitpetite, where they've been in business since like May. We can make that argument. But at the end of the day, any investor will basically go with their gut feeling, and that you go with the one that you can trust the most. So many people will lean towards the Bitconnect because it has a longer sustainability versus Bitpetite. But if we're looking at a pure number standpoint, Bitpetite offers a better return on investment than Bitconnect. And the thing that I'm seeing around the community, people who contact me ask me who's better, who's better, who's better. There is none better because they're two completely business models. But if we're looking in terms of numbers, it looks like Bitpetite offers you the best return on investment at a quicker rate. Now, I did this at 6 weeks for Bitpetite because their lowest loan is at 6 weeks or 9 weeks. They offer two different loans at two different interest rates, and I went with 6 week. It's very, very hard for somebody who is just looking at a pure numbers standpoint to choose a slower grind, which is Bitconnect, to see their money back in a shorter amount of time versus Bitconnect, where you have to put your money in for a longer amount of time. Um, it, Either which way it goes, it's still a gamble. You're gambling on the success of the company. And with both of them being in the crypto space, nothing is guaranteed. But if you're an investor who wants to see your money back quickly, you're going to pick, or the most logical sense would be to pick Bitpetite, seeing as their business model is successful and they give your money back in a shorter amount of time versus Bitconnect, where you leave your money in longer and you see a lower percentage rate payout. Now, I'm not trying to make the argument here of, who is more legit, who is not, blah, blah, blah. The fact is that, like I said, at the end of the day, we as investors don't really know unless you're connected to the company on the front lines, seeing what they're dealing with on a day-to-day basis. They could be here today and they can be gone tomorrow. They could be here next week and they could be gone next week. Same as a month from now or a year from now or whatever. But BitConnect has been here a lot longer. And that's what it has over Bitpetite and programs like Bitpetite. There are a lot of HYIPs in the market, but Bitpetite is very, very special in that the business model is different and it has succeeded before. And the only reason why they went out is because the business model of Bitcoin and what they were doing, it didn't really look good on them, so they bowed out. Not because of a scam exit, not because of anything else, simply because Bitcoin is an open ledger. And at the time, in 2014, when the original business model was running, many people sided with the fact that they wanted open ledger. They didn't want anonymity for transactions, but there is a demand for anonymity in the crypto space. That's why we have such a high demand of privacy coins such as Dash, Monero, Pivx, etc. So you can't argue the fact that people want anonymity when it comes to cryptocurrency. But as an investor, I think we can all agree that we want our money back quicker. And that's what makes Bitpetite more advertisable, more lucrative, more wanted. So I just did these quick numbers. You can do them on your own. You can get more technical or more vague. But like I said, this was just something that I did on a spur of the moment where I wanted to calculate and try to see what exactly are the pros and cons of each platform. And we all know that there are groups out there that also trade cryptocurrency, but sometimes it's hard for the masses of us who get into this space to see or to even know that other companies exist in trading Bitcoin. For example, if you go with Chain Group has a list or a short list of companies that trade Bitcoin on a daily basis. Now, most of those companies give you a very high rate of, I would say a higher rate of return than Bitconnect. On Chain Group, you have companies like Bitstrong and Dragon Fund Foundation, who offer you in the last 30 days more. They average more than 1.8% daily. So, there is and there are companies that exist that trade Bitcoin like Bitconnect, um, that operate in the same space. They're not as big, but they do operate. You know what I mean? So it all comes down to a peace of mind and what you prefer uh, your money to go to when you're investing. But on a pure investment standpoint, Bitpetite looks like it is the stronger competitor. It is the stronger platform as far as uh, your rate of return. And that's one of the things that I have been very, very interested in. And it just makes more sense. For example, on Bitconnect, I've earned, you know, just shy of $5,000 on referral bonuses. With Bitpetite, I started on the 9th of September, and today is the 27th. And I've earned about 3,200 in referral commissions. So that tells me that I've been in Bitconnect since May, the mid-May, about May 15th, May 16th. I've earned just shy below $5,000 in referral commissions. Bitpetite, it's been a completely different number. I've almost overtaken or coming close to overtaking that return of Bitconnect on Bitpetite alone in a short amount of time. And that's because I believe of the privacy aspect of cryptocurrency in general. There's a big demand for privacy in the cryptocurrency market. And right now, Bitpetite, in my opinion, offers the greatest amount of return on investment than any other program that exists today. That includes Bitconnect, that includes Regal Coin, which we really haven't seen operate yet because they're going through some stuff, trying to get their exchange up and running, just like Bitconnect after they had their ICO. So things could change very drastically in the near future. But as of right now, I've had a lot of questions. A lot of people email me asking me about which platform should they get into, Bitpetite versus Bitconnect. And my answer to that would be both. Invest in both. Bitconnect, in my opinion, is more solid because they've been here longer. They've earned some of their stripes amongst all of the negativity that is spread about the company. So for the long haul, the long grind, Bitconnect to me is a more safer platform in terms of it's been here longer, so it's likely to produce longer than Bitpetite. But Bitpetite is aiming to take a very small section. Well, it's a big section, but in terms of earning and loaning, it's a very small section of the market compared to Bitconnect. And they're capitalizing on it right now. And the numbers don't lie. The amount of people that we have in our referral group, everybody's getting paid off Bitpetite, and the numbers don't lie. More people are investing in Bitpetite than I've seen investing in Bitconnect, and that's simply because they have done the math. They see the potential and they see the numbers. So it's up to you. Like I said, I wanted to make this video spur of the moment just because I was wondering about it myself, and seeing the numbers, it's staggering. It's crazy. But it isn't crazy in the realm of imaginary. You know what I mean? There is no get rich quick scheme with cryptocurrency, and the ones that advertise that type of scheme disappear after a week or two. No, both of these platforms have been running for quite a while. Bitpetite, in this respect, has been running since May. And like I said, it's going to go for quite a while. When we're talking about both platforms, we really don't know how long either of them are going to run. But like I always say, take advantage of the opportunities of a lifetime for the lifetime of those opportunities. Opportunities come and go in crypto and life in general. How will you take advantage of those opportunities for as long as they last to further your development or to further your walk into financial freedom? I'll leave you with that. And if you're interested, please join me on both of these platforms in the link below with Bitconnect and Bitpetite. But you have to make moves to diversify your assets. You have to try to move forward. Too many people I've seen get comfortable with one platform and they stick with it and they don't believe in anything else that could help them or move them closer to their goal. That is the wrong aspect. That is the wrong attitude to have. You need to constantly be looking for the next best thing because opportunities don't last a lifetime. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.